What is up, guys? It's Tom here and welcome back to the brand new Liverpool transfer news video. I'm so excited to be back recording daily transfer news videos for you guys. I will also have a Premier League predictions video later today probably, or maybe early tomorrow, and also join my fantasy Premier League. I will put the code here so you can join my fantasy Premier League if you want. And now let's get into the juicy transfer news that Liverpool rejected the second offer from Barcelona, which was a 100 million euros, which is about 91 million pounds. It's 85 million euros up front plus 15 million euros add-ons. Guillem Balaguer and many other newspapers and journalists are reporting this, and Guillem Balaguer also reported that Liverpool rejected this offer within 35 minutes. So we were very quick to send Barcelona back to where they came from, and this tastes so sweet because Barcelona have been doing this to many players, Ferrati and other players, where they were basically, the Barcelona newspapers for weeks have been saying that Coutinho to Barcelona is a done deal and that Liverpool already accepted the second bid. When they didn't even make this second bid, the Barcelona journalists were already telling the Barcelona readers and also the Spanish readers that this was a done deal, and I find that pretty disgusting and despicable. And because Liverpool have no intention to sell Coutinho, Guillem Balaguer said Liverpool plan to reject the next bid too. They do not want to sell. FC Barcelona admit they might return, but they are also looking for alternatives. We will talk about the alternatives later in this video. Also, FC Barcelona always knew it's a long saga. This is what Guillem Balaguer is saying, and the search for media clicks is what brought about false stories of imminent transfer. So it wasn't the club's fault, but the Barcelona journalists, trying to get as many exposure, as many reads of their article, were just basically saying that Coutinho to Barcelona is a done deal, and I find that pretty sad, pretty incredible. Jurgen Klopp has insisted today in the media that Liverpool will not accept any bids for Philippe Coutinho after the club, rejected this 90 million pound offer. Speaking to Sky Germany, Klopp was adamant that Liverpool are committed to retaining their best players, and this is the position of not only Jurgen Klopp but also the Liverpool owners, FSG. And the owners know that if they sell Philippe Coutinho, if they dare to choose money instead of on-the-pitch success, on-the-pitch glory, the Liverpool fans will do an absolute riot, an absolute madness, and that will be probably the end of FSG. If they sell Coutinho in this transfer window, then the fans will be absolutely going crazy on them. The fans are already very upset with a pretty disappointing transfer window. This was, this transfer window promised so much, but so far delivered below expectations, I would say, because the three signings that we made, Salah, Solanke and Andrew Robertson, they are all very good signings. I'm very happy with all three of them, but we still need to sign Van Dijk or an outstanding centre-back with the similar quality than Van Dijk. And also I still feel that we need another centre midfielder, because look, with Lallana out, Coutinho doubtful for Watford, we are already short on players, and the season didn't even start. We are already short on players for the Liverpool-Watford game, or the Watford-Liverpool game, shall I say. I will preview that game as well. So Liverpool need another body in the midfield, and also we probably need another winger in case Salah or Mane gets an injury. So let me read you the quotes that Klopp told the Sky Germany. He said, and I quote Jurgen Klopp, "Liverpool is not a club that has to sell players. That is set in stone. So what they offer in the end doesn't matter. From a financial standpoint, there is no price limit to let him go. No price at which we are ready to give in. Our goal is to have the best possible team, so we want to keep our guys and add new ones. That is our plan." Today, no player on the planet is unsellable, Klopp said, but a transfer is also a question of timing, and you have to and if you have the opportunity and the need to react to such a transfer, also you have to ask if you have the time to react. But just because of one request of one club, we don't have to think about that. We are not in that situation. So Jurgen Klopp is basically saying that had Barcelona come in at the beginning of the transfer window, let's say in June or early July, and had they bid maybe like 130, 150 million pounds for Coutinho, then maybe Liverpool could sell Coutinho, because then they had time to replace him. But not now, when the season is like, it starts tomorrow with the Arsenal-Leicester game. And by the way, I'm so excited that the Premier League is back. If you are excited as well, smash the likes on this video. And Jurgen Klopp, you know, basically categorically is saying that Coutinho is not for sale and we won't sell at any price. Basically that is to discourage Barcelona from keeping the bidding as well. And Coutinho's agent, you know, is sounding out Barcelona. He met with Barcelona representatives, I'm pretty sure, and Coutinho probably wants to move to Barcelona at some point in his career. But what I really like about Coutinho is that Coutinho hasn't really agitated for a move. He hasn't come out to say that Liverpool, he wants to move to Barcelona, or Liverpool should think about the Barcelona offer or anything like that. He didn't do a Torres, he didn't do a Luis Suarez, or didn't do a Mascherano. He reported for, you know, training. He's working on his fitness because he has a small injury, so he's a doubt for the Watford game. But I really admire about Coutinho for that, because, you know, any player from South America, Brazilian, Argentinian, from Uruguay, they always dream about playing for Barcelona and Real Madrid. And you know why? Because probably their childhood heroes, their childhood football idols played for either Barcelona or Real Madrid. You know, for Neymar it was probably Ronaldinho. For Coutinho it could have been probably Ronaldinho or Rivaldo or any other, you know, amazing Barcelona legend who is from Brazil. And Coutinho probably grew up watching Rivaldo play for Barcelona, watching Ronaldinho play for Barcelona. And he probably dreamt about one day emulating them, following in their footsteps. So that's why, you know, when a club like Barcelona or Real Madrid come in for a South American player, it's always very hard to keep the player in the long term. But I would say to Coutinho, give us one more season. Let's solidify Liverpool in the Premier League top 4. Let's solidify Liverpool in the Champions League. And who knows, if Liverpool could have a really successful season, and if we can manage to get the Van Dijk deal somehow over the line, then I can see Liverpool having a very successful season, going deep in the Champions League and maybe finishing in the top 3 in the Premier League. I'm still thinking about where to put Liverpool in my Premier League predictions video, because, you know, it's quite annoying that the transfer window doesn't slam shut when the season starts. So even though the Premier League starts tomorrow, for another 3 weeks all the clubs could make incredible transfers. They could sell big players, they could buy big players. So you don't really know, it's very hard to predict what kind of transfers will go on in the last 3 weeks. But it's better to do a Premier League predictions video before the actual season starts. So this is a very important point, that Coutinho has not agitated for a move. And you know, even though Barcelona have huge amounts of money, I don't think Liverpool should sell at any price. And the Telegraph is also asking in their headline, who would we replace Coutinho with, by the words of Jurgen Klopp. And that's basically what he's saying. Jurgen Klopp is saying that no players on the planet is untouchable, but if you have bad timing with the transfer, meaning that you don't really have time to replace him, and on the other hand, there's not very many players on the level of Philippe Coutinho. And even if we could identify someone like Isco, maybe I could see Isco replacing Coutinho in the next 2 or 3 years at Liverpool. Would Isco really want to leave Real Madrid right now? Hell no. Even if we threw 100 million pounds at Real Madrid, even if they accepted that for Isco, by the way, he's not worth 100 million. I'm just making up a number, but Isco would turn down probably the Liverpool contract offer, and then what? We sold Coutinho for big money and we can't replace him. Our team just got a lot weaker, and the whole rebuilding process that Jurgen Klopp is doing could just go down the toilet, basically. It could just collapse in the middle of it, and because if Liverpool finish out of the top 4, if Liverpool don't qualify for the knockout stages of the Champions League, we are back to square one, and then we won't be able to attract any more top players, I'm sure. So I think Jurgen Klopp knows this, the owners know this, the fans know this, so it makes sense that even if Barcelona bid something ludicrous like 150 million pounds, Liverpool should definitely not sell Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona. On the other hand, Barcelona are targeting also Ousmane Dembélé, who would be a much better replacement for Neymar, because Dembélé is a lot similar to Neymar. Coutinho, I think Barcelona want Coutinho to be the long-term replacement for Iniesta, who is, I think, turning 36, or he's already 36, so he's approaching the end of his career. So probably Barcelona are thinking about buying a Neymar replacement and also an Iniesta replacement in the midfield. And Ousmane Dembélé, Dortmund said that basically Barcelona need to pay 130 million pounds for Ousmane Dembélé, and they are telling Barcelona that because they also don't want to sell Ousmane Dembélé. They are in a somewhat similar position to Liverpool, sorry, that if they sold Dembélé, who would they replace Dembélé with, even if they get crazy money? The season is about to start, so all the big players, you know, don't really want to leave their clubs, or their clubs don't really want to let a crucial player go. By the way, another replacement for Neymar could be Insigne, but I also can't see Insigne leaving Napoli. So I think in the end Barcelona will buy Dembélé, but they have to pay through their nose to get any player in, because all the clubs in the world know that Barcelona have 200 million in their pocket. So the prices of every player that Barcelona wants to sign is probably 25-30% more than they would normally be. So this is a fascinating transfer window. So many things have gone on, and I have so many other things to talk about in other football videos coming on this channel, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this. See you later guys, goodbye.